Osio Nagad, Wade Blevins Dawaton, Kalia, Lake Nikache, Kohig. My name is Wade Blevins, and I'm glad that you're here today. Kohig, Nuksko, Joine, Jalagia de Quaste. This is the 43rd Cherokee lesson for beginner Cherokee 1 here at RSU TV. And so we've been working our way through the Cherokee singing book, which, if you remember correctly, was written in 1846. And so we've been working our way through that. We're lucky enough to have a guest with us today. Miss Melvina Shotpouch is here today from Jay, Oklahoma, and so she'll be joining us today and helping us with our lesson today. So what I would like for us to get through today is I would like for us to look at another original document. This one was produced in Park Hill. This was called the Cherokee Primer. And so we'll talk about that just a little bit and talk about where it came from and what its use was. And we're going to go through one of the stories in the Cherokee Primer. Then we will go back to our Cherokee singing book and we will work our way through, hopefully, another page of the Cherokee singing book. So with that, come, idalena, talagi idewone. All right, so here is the first page of the Cherokee Primer. And as you can see, it's a little bit later document. Basically, this was produced 8 years after the Cherokee singing book was produced. This was produced in 1854. So this was after we were moved here to Indian Territory, which of course is now the state of Oklahoma. And this was produced, we'll just start at the top and work our way through. So it says Unni Chalaki. Then it says, that looks like a Jew, Junalen Tote. Jundetelo Quaste. So that's what it looks like it says here. Sometimes these old documents is kind of hard to read the syllabary on it. And then of course it says Cherokee Primer, and it has this drawing of looks like a lady and a boy sitting there. And then it says Park Hill Mission Press. Edwin Archer was the printer, and 1854. All right, so that was when this was created. The Cherokee Primer was primarily used for speakers, for children who already were speakers of Cherokee, and this was to help them learn their syllabary. Okay, so that was the original purpose of this this book. And so it's a really interesting little book when you read your way through it. And so we're going to look at some of the pages on there. And we're probably going to look at some of these pages each week for the remainder of the course. We'll look at a page or two and kind of look through it. And I always like looking through these old documents and things. I think they're really, really interesting. So I was going to pull up some handwritten notes for our original documents that were written back in the 1800s in the Cherokee language. Some of them were love letters, some of them were church notes, things like that. But of course, because they're handwritten, they're very faded and they're hard to read, and it's just like reading handwriting in English. Sometimes it can be a little difficult to read, and so I felt like maybe we would, in order to look at some of those documents, we might need one of the Cherokee translators, because they do that a lot. That's their job. Is they look through those old handwritten documents and translate them for museums and for Cherokee Nation and things like that. So so let's look at the first couple pages here. Actually, the very first 2 pages is just the syllabary, and then what we have here is these are just single individual words. So we can look at this. This is, of course, kaloque, which is a rifle or a gun. We have nedon. Nowadays, most speakers today say nedon, but here it says nedon. That's sun. Then we have here, we have jula. Again, in most dialects here, we say jutli, a fox. We have gitli here, dog. We have uguku, which of course, as we know from the story, is an owl. We have wesa here, cat. Here we have tludutch or tludutchi. That's a panther or a lion. It can be a mountain lion. It can be an African lion. It can be it's a big cat. Here we have uwechi. That's an egg. And looking at the picture, it's kind of hard to tell that that's what it is. I was like, what the heck is that thing? Then I read it, I was like, oh, now I know what it is because I know the word. But here we have waka, cow, jataga, that's a chicken. Now this is an interesting one. It says gadagugu. And so when we get our guest up here, we're going to talk about this word right here for just a little bit. I know the word gu to me means a bottle. And so to me, this is maybe like I almost think of like a corn jug or like, like something you put corn whiskey in, like those old jugs that you see on the Beverly Hillbillies or something like that, or like a heavy bottle or like an earthenware or clay or something like that, like gadakwal, gadagugu. This is wadulis. That's a bee, which of course we know from our song. This is looks like usadoni. That's a barrel. And this also, to me, that's like it's hollow, or and so there's a type of mushroom that also has this name. Then we have tlameha. Tlameha is a bat. Soquili is a horse. We have unodane, or unodane. That's a sheep. That's like woolly, right? Here is a hat, all squetuo. That's what this is. Then we have this galchode. You know that word already. That's a house, right? Then we have barrels, plural, dasadoni, barrels. Then we have tree here, and this is really cool to me because here it says kluka, which I have heard in our community, but I know down around Tahlequah they use the word ilka. But this says kluka here, and I've heard that around our community for the word for tree. So I thought that was really interesting. This is ulisquit. Ulishquit, ulishquit, and that's a cup that's got a handle on it. Ulishquit. So that's a, and it's describing. My understanding is it's describing the handle there. So then we have. When you look at it, it says galusti, galusti. That's an axe. And if you remember when Miss Melvina was here the last time, we talked about an axe. And we talked about, because we were talking about storms, right? And so we talked about that word, galusti. Then we have gatanu ganti. Gatanu ganti. And then the last word here, agayaludi. So, which I guess is a net. That was a word that I'm not familiar with. So that's a brand new one for me. So without further ado, I'm going to ask Miss Melvina to please come up today. So, osio, Miss Melvina. Osta, Nino. So this book, the Cherokee Primer, this is an old book from 1854. What do you think about this? This is interesting. I think it's kind of cool. I think it's kind of cute. So most of the words here, you know, we're going to ask if there are different words that you know for these words. So gun, you say, right?
Galoe.
Galoe. The sun.
Nado.
Nado. Fox.
Jul.
Yeah.
Ja, jul.
Jul. Yeah. Dog.
Gila.
Owl.
That one mind me blank. Ugukuhu or
Uguku or wahoo. Skili. Yeah.
Wahoo.
Yep.
Wahoo is screech owl.
Yeah.
Wahoo.
Yeah. Cat.
Wesa.
And then we have
Landage.
Yeah. Then we have a lion or a panther.
Landage.
An egg.
Uweji.
Then we have cow.
Waka.
An interesting thing that I had heard about the word cow, of course, prior to European contact, we didn't have cows, you know, and when the Spaniards brought cows, they were the first people to bring cows to the Cherokees, and the word cow in Spanish is vaca, and we couldn't say vaca, so the closest we could come was waka, and that's why we have the word that we have today, waka, vaca. So I always thought that was kind of cool. How about chicken?
Jatog.
Jatog, good. And then this Gatagoog.
Gatagoog.
What is that to you?
To me, I think of it as a heavier container, or like I always think Gatagoog, what they make kraut.
Yeah, like a crock.
A crock,
Yeah.
Gatagoog. That's what I always think of as when I say Gatagoog.
Yeah, that's kind of what I think of too in my head. And it's kind of hard to tell with the picture. To me, that looks like a perfume bottle or something. But to me, Gatagoog. Yeah, maybe that's what it is. Maybe it's an urn. So, but yeah, to me, it's more like a crock or. And of course, the word Bartlesville, goo. Yeah.
That comes from bottle.
Bottle, yeah. B.
Wadulis.
And a barrel. Oops. Barrel.
Usadon.
Bat.
Flamehe.
Good. Let's go back to barrel. So usadon, is that literally like it's hollow?
Hollow inside it. You know, they say that about tree too. You know, like it's hollow usadon. You know, it's a hollow tree. You know, just something round and hollow.
Yeah, round and hollow. Yeah, and those mushrooms that come up in the spring.
Unisadon, morels.
Yeah, the morels. Yeah, unisadon.
Because they're
hollow. Yeah, because when the stalk is hollow inside. Yeah. Horse.
Sogwilla.
Sheep.
Unodan.
A hat.
Squetul.
House.
Donela or
And then here, of course, it's galchode.
Galchode or Donela or Galchode, yeah.
Yeah. Barrels.
Juiceadon.
Yeah, juiceadon. Tree. Now, do you use ilka or tluka?
Ilka.
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 Yeah. I notice usually, like the people around Oak Hill Piney, I hear more often use the word tluka.
Fluka. Yeah, I think the older people did. I can remember Grandma saying fluka. Fluka, no.
Yeah.
Something near the tree.
And then a cup.
Cup. A cup.
Ulisquit.
Ulisquit, because it's got the hand.
Yeah.
Ulisquit.
Yeah, ulisquit. And that really talks about this part of it, right? This little, like little ear that hangs out.
Ulisquit.
Then an axe or a hatchet.
Galoost.
Galoost. Now these words, these last two are words I didn't know. I'm guessing that this is a top, like a spinning top, and it says Gatanugud, Gatanugudi. Gatanugudi. Is that like it's
spin? I always just say it's Gatanugud. I can't remember what they called. We had a top, but I can't remember what they called it. I can't remember the word.
Oh, like a dance?
Like it's dancing. Yeah, like it's. Yeah, that's the word I heard. I don't know if that,
And then this word, a net. It's on here. It says agayaludi.
Agayaludis. At first, I thought it was like a sifter. Like.
Oh yeah. Yeah, because that's what it sounds like to me, didn't it?
Like you're gonna, but I guess when they sing or something like that, they always call it a galugisk, So.
All right, so we're going to look, and this is the story that I chose for us today, and it's a story about a bear, and so we're going to look at kind of how they spelled things then, and like kind of how we say, because like even the word for bear, yona, to me. I have always seen it spelled with yo and na rather than yo and na. Yon. Yeah. And of course, for most speakers, they just say yon.
Yon.
Yeah.
Yon.
And so, and that's now yon. That can be any kind of bear, right? And then here it says wadulish dega kah. Dani yosti, so wadulis, that's a
bee.
A bee. Dega ka.
I guess the hive, beehive.
Oh, dega ka. Yeah. And Dani yosti, Dani yosti, What's that?
Tearing up. They're tearing it up.
Oh yeah, they're like
getting
breaking
into
it.
Breaking it. Yeah.
They're breaking into it. Yeah. So yona wadulis dega kaha dani yosti ani sin sana
Anisina. Smart. Anisina.
Oh yeah, they're smart.
Smart.
Yeah, they're clever. Yeah, anisina. Unini yahidasti. Unini yahidasti.
Holding, grabbing, yasti, meaning how to handle it. They're smart, how to get in.
Oh yeah, they're
how to handle getting into it.
Getting into it. Jo'i nundaleha yona.
Three types of bear.
3 kinds.
And the leg.
Interesting. Okay, because as I was reading through this, yeah, that makes total sense. Of course, I was doing this late at night, and my brain wasn't working. So, and then it says, Unni gunnagai. That's the black bears, right? The black ones. Unni ne gunno.
Unni neg. I would just say unni neg means white.
Okay. Unni neg. Unni neg no. And white ones. Juhudla unestal anehi. Those that means
polar bear probably.
Yeah, they live up
in ice.
In the ice where it's cold. Yeah. So do you think in this case, Juhudla means, of course, cold, but it can also be in the north, right?
Juhudla, north, yeah.
Juhudla unestala anehi. They live
in the ice.
Yeah, in the ice. Unestal. Unestala.
That's ice. Anehi means live.
Good. And, okay, so we have the black ones, then we have the white ones who that live where it's cold in the north or in the ice. Now here's an interesting. This says Ani sakonike no junasu galanahida. So Ani sakonike no. That's the blue bears?
Blueberries or bluish.
Yeah.
Blue, yeah.
And the blue ones, Junasu Galanahid. That's
blue hands or their paws or.
Oh yeah. Junasu Galanahid.
Oh, it means long claws.
Oh, Sugatla.
Sugatla.
Junasu
Blue, I guess, the blue long claws.
Oh yeah, long blue claws. Okay. And I wonder. I'm assuming that's probably the grizzly bear. I'm guessing.
Probably so.
That's the only other kind of bear that I know that we have here in North America. So,
long claws.
Good. Then it says Nashki. Nashki Junasu Gatlanahid Unni Nalahi. Oh, they're mean, or they're mad, right?
They're mean.
Yeah, so Nashki, how would you translate? We've had an interesting discussion about Nashki.
Nashki means now or
that or
that. Nashki means sure or that.
That.
I would say more like that.
That
the word it's used there,
those, like,
or those
long clawed ones are really mad, right?
Or tempered.
Oh yeah, okay, yeah. As to me, that uhnala, that's like when somebody gets mad, right? But and unegujit is like if they're mean. But here they use uninala hiu.
I mean, they're really bad ones. I mean, mean ones.
Yeah. Yona uia osiu alstaiti. So the bear.
The bear.
Uia.
Meat.
Oh.
Bear
like
meat.
His meat?
Like bear meat.
Bear meat.
It's good.
Oh, it's good food.
Good
OCU. It's really good. Alstaiti.
To eat.
It's really good to eat. Sigwaku. Uia iusti.
Pork. It tastes like pork.
Oh.
Pork meat.
Like
it's kind of like pork meat. That's what it said. The iusti means kind of like.
So bear meat is good food. Like pig meat. Interesting. Ale nasku. And also, or?
Ale nasku. Also.
Ganeg. Oh, that's the hide, right?
Ganeg os.
Oh, see, you go who's the good dote. It's good to make stuff
Slip
out of.
out of. It's good to use for something.
So this gatote, is that related to the word like ganti, like chalaki ganti or yonege ganti?
Yeah,
Gatote.
gatote means use.
Use, to use
Use
it.
it for something, yeah.
Okay. Ganeg, that's the hide, right?
Ganega.
Ganega. Oh, see you. Really good. Go hoosti, something
Something to use.
to use. Ganege yona, galjo hunsko, ujati. So the black bear.
Bear is fat. It gets
Oh, galjo hit.
hit. Galjo skull.
Galjo hunsko. Ujati. What's
Yeah.
ujati?
A
A
lot.
lot.
A lot.
Yeah.
Gets fat.
I know that word. I know so many words like because of hymns, like ujati, uodu, nani we, yehoah. Yeah, that's how I know that's a ujati.
A lot.
Plenty pretty, plenty pretty. Naku no taliha, ale joiha, iuna don ujati, ju sitloi. So naku no, that also is that like
Nagua no.
and now?
Now. Nagua no.
Taliha, two or second is
Taliha se has used. Nagua no. Taliha
ale joiha.
Or three, you know.
Two or three. Iuna don.
Ina don. Ju uja.
Ujati juicy tloi.
Taliha ale juice it.
Yeah, that word I didn't.
I
Iundong. Let me make sure that I even have it right. This should be iyanadong. Iyanadong. Does that doesn't really help me, but does it help you? Iyandong, iyanadong. Ujati, plenty, right?
Plenty,
Juicy tloi. Is that the same or?
Juice it. Let's try to see what the rest of the sentence says.
Oh yeah, and then it says iga hunsko ganelai. Something about living. Nashki igohida. A few or a some igohida.
Igohida all time.
All the time. Nostaya hunskana geson.
Oh, it don't eat all the time.
Oh. So, wait, I get it. So naku no taliha ale joiha iundo. Is that like months?
Months, inada.
Iundo ujati juicy clone. Like, is that like they're hibernating?
Yeah, like they're hibernating months.
Yeah. Yeah, like they'll hibernate 2 or 3 months. Ika hunsko kanele. What is ika hunsko?
They stay away or hide.
Oh, they hide. Yeah. Kanele. Is that like it lives?
Like they're in sheltered, hiding,
Yeah.
somewhere.
Nashki ikohid all the time.
Nasta.
Don't
They don't eat.
Yeah, geson.
Nasta, geson.
Yeah. So they don't eat a meal, right? So it's talking about them hibernating. Wow, that's
And they don't have to eat that length of time.
Oh yeah. Yeah. So that's this little paragraph about a bear. So let's see if we can read our way all the way through it here. So it says, Yona wadulisi dega kaha dani yosti. How would you say that sentence? I mean, would you say it differently?
Wadulisi dega kaha dani yosti. Dani yosti, huh?
Dani yosti, huh?
Most of them say Dani Yosti. They'd stop it.
Oh, yeah, right.
The ha, you
Yeah.
know.
I noticed that the Eastern Band uses that ha. I just remember whenever I taught there, I had a high school student and he would say awaduli ha all the time. So, ani sin sana,
Yost.
uni ni dai hi da sti. Unni ni
He's dusty. Ani sanoni and he's dusty. They're smart handling or doing things. You know them.
Yeah.
They know how to do it.
They're good. They're clever. Jo'i nundale ha yona. 3 different kinds of bears. Anika nike. Uni nega no. Uni nega no.
Uni nega. That's what most of us uni neg.
Yeah. Uni nega no. Right. And white ones, right? Yeah, because and then it says Juhudla unesta ane. The ones that live up north in the ice. Ani sakontnike no. Junasu gatlana he. Long claws. Which we're guessing is probably a grizzly bear. Naski, Junasu gatlana he. Uni nalahi. They're really mad, right? Those long clawed ones are really angry, right? Yona uia osiu alstaiti. Bear meat is good food.
Bear meat is osta.
Osiu alstaiti. Si quagu uia usti. Kind of like pig meat. And also and their hide is good
for
to
something.
use. Good to use.
Used for something.
Yeah, for something. Yeah, go husti gotote. Guneke yona, black bear. Gal johansko ujati. Something about a house, right?
It gets fat.
Oh yeah, they get fat. Yeah, they get fat. Ujati.
A black bear gets
Really fat. How would you say months? That's not the word I know for months, but I understood it.
Enud. Some say Senud.
Senud. Yeah, that's what I know. Yeah, Senud.
Here they're saying Enud.
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 And that's like Nudo, that's like the sun, right? And it's talking about the revolutions of the sun, right? Ujati.
I guess Enud be months. Senud be 1 month.
1 month. Enud would be months.
Months, plural.
Ujati, juicy cloy. And we realized that's like hibernating, right? Iga hunsko ganelai naski igo hida nalstaya hunskana geson.
Naski igo hid nalstan hunskan go ahead. That it don't eat that length of time. All that time it doesn't eat while it's hibernating.
Ah, nice, very nice. All right, so now we've worked our way through this whole Cherokee Primer little short paragraph about a bear. So what I would like for you as students, there are some words in here that I think are really beneficial for you, I think. Of course, we know the nouns. Of course, those are really easy. And some of these words we already knew, right? Like Unni, sana. We knew. We talked about unseen, right? We talked about people being or asi, right? Somebody who's really smart. And so this is the same. This phrase right here, this jo'i nundaleha yona. I think this nundaleha is a good thing for you to learn. This is kinds of something, different kinds of things. And I believe we've come across this word a couple of times before. Jo'i nundaleha yona. And then we have Unni nake. Now, this is an interesting thing to me because I think in some communities, because these are not human beings, because they would almost translate this Unni nake as like black people, right? Because of that word Unni. But that's how they translated it here, Unni nake. So, but we know from the context of the sentence that they're talking about black bears. Unni nekano. This is white ones. Juhutla unestalanehi anehi. We've come across before, so this is not a new word for you. Ani sakonike no. Sakonige, this word right here, sakonige, that means blue. Okay, Ani, again, we usually in modern Cherokee, most communities use this Ani to refer to groups of people, groups of human beings. But here it's referring to bears. So Ani sakonike, and then this no means and. Okay, and blue ones, Junsu gatla. We learned the word for claws, right? Junsu gatla. And then this nahid, that means long. Okay, so long claws, Junsu gatla nahid. Okay, just like digalen nahid, digalen are your ears. Digalenahid are long ears. That's the word for a donkey or a mule, right? So in Cherokee, you can mash words together, which I think is really interesting. And it can be challenging as a learner to figure that out. But the more you hear it and the more you hear it used, the more you're like, oh, okay. Naski, junasu gatlanahid, uni na lahiyu. And again, we see the use of this you at the end, right? Uni na lahiyu. That means really, okay? Do you, right? And we see it here. We have OCU, you again meaning something that's very. OC means good or okay. OCU is very okay, or very good. A lot of people have told me, a lot of older people have told me that this, the word that we use for hello, OCO, actually originally came from this word, OCU. But over the course of time, it's become OCO. So, gohustika toti, that's something to be used for. So I think that this is a really, really good learning paragraph for you. Parts of it you already were familiar with, and then you can add the new vocabulary in. So now we're going to switch to the Cherokee singing book. Now, I don't know how far we're going to get on this page. Of course, we already learned the word for a measure, atliloa. That's a measure in music, in musical terms. We learned that. We learned the word for a whole note, unnost, right? We learned a half note, a quarter note, 1/8 note, 16th note. We learned all of that last time. And then we even learned what the upright, what this upright bar is called. So now we're going to continue on. And it says, Adaleniska atliloa akanogiska ase elat iganeti geso yiwoyen. So we're going to ask Miss Melvina to come back, and we're going to talk about what this means to her. Adaleniska, is that like the beginning?
Mm-hmm.
The beginning, atliloa, of the measure.
Measure. Mm-hmm.
Akanoakiska, music, right? Ase, is that's like could be or like
Ase or is. Ase is.
Is.
Mm-hmm.
Elati.
Lower.
Lower. Ikanetike so you in.
Lower your so you want a hand.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. So at the beginning, so you put your hand down at the beginning of the music measure. So it's talking about because in the page before we learned how a conductor, how they move their hand, so my understanding, you can tell me if I'm right or not, but it's basically saying at the beginning of the measure, you put your hand down. Your hand goes down. Okay, which basically I figured out because I know a little bit about music and because from the words here. So Adaleniska, Atliloa, Akanogiska, Ase Elat Ikan. Now, would you say iganti or iganeti?
Iganeti.
Iganeti, que so you want. Okay. Naski, ijan test. This says ijan testi.
Remember.
Ijan.
Remember. Naski, ijan test. You remember.
Okay, so remember. Okay. Dikanogisa. Music?
Dikanogis or singing or song.
Dikanogisa di del Quasti. Chakoweli is going. This is the name of the Dikanogisa di del Quasti. That's the Cherokee.
Learning di del Quasti. That's learning.
Yeah, learning the songs. Chakoweli is going. Is that like learning to write music?
Yes.
Is that
Jagaweli is going writing. It's writing.
So learning to write the song. Datliloa measures.
Measure.
Itikana hida. Itikana hida. Is that
the
length? Idikan neti. Is that to
measure the length? Idikan neti. I guess measure how you do, the length.
Oh yeah. Geson is
Dakanogis.
Dakanogis. So what? I'll read that whole sentence and you can kind of tell me. Dakanogisa di del Quasti Jacohuelisco Datliloa Idigana Hidaha Idiganeti Geso Dakanogis.
I'm writing the song. to show the length of the song, the length.
Oh, the measures.
The measures.
Okay. Iu sagu nosta kanoyal stoti. So iu what's that?
He non mean now, or this sagu.
One. Nosta
Whole note.
Yeah.
Kanogisti and
Kanoyal stoti.
to hold the whole note.
Oh yeah.
To hold your whole note.
Yeah. Yigowela sagu atli loa. You write one measure.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Mm-hmm. So basically, it's saying that one whole note fits in one measure. Is that kind of what they're saying here?
Yeah.
Ale tali ayetli idigadahi and two half notes. Diganoya stoti.
The sound.
The sound.
Oh, hold the note.
Yeah. Yeah, nasku also. Right.
Also.
Sagu atli loa one note. Idigowela you write them in one note. Or in one measure. Right. Hi'a yinidigana. This like showing or like this is it, right?
Like this.
Like this, yeah. So, and then it shows us one whole note in a measure and two half notes in a measure. Okay, good. Nashki ayetli idigadahi diganoyel stoti. So, also half note. Tatli dakanogiska. Nashki sagu unnosta. Kanoyo stoti akanogiska igohid.
To hold the note. While you're singing, to hold your note at the half. Yeah.
And so my understanding, and we're just about out of time, so when we come back, we'll talk about this more.
Okay.
But my understanding is that maybe that they're talking about that they're kind of equal to each other. You hold two half notes the same length as one whole. Okay, good. All right, so we're nearly out of time today. Hopefully you have enjoyed this paragraph that we did about bears. And then we started back in with our Cherokee singing book, and we started looking at the words, and hopefully some of the words are coming back to you. They're making more sense, and of course we want to say wadon to Miss Malvina for being here today to help us, and hopefully she will come back in our future lessons. We're nearly at the end of our program, or nearly at the end of our course. And just my recommendation to you is to keep listening to the episodes. Listen to them over and over and over and over again. And eventually those words will start to get in your brain. And then you'll have moments when you're like, oh, I've heard that word. I know that word. I should know what that means. And then you'll be able to produce them yourself. So from all of us here at RSU TV, we want to say wadon and idis kwata.